Sleep, a condition of body and mind such as that which typically recurs for several hours every night. I still don't know what that means. Sleeping apparently has to be one of the last things I want to do when it's late at night, given the fact that I'd sometimes tend to stay up at like 4 a.m. finishing a drawing of mine with a twinkle of determination in my eyes, or watching TikToks. And to be honest, ever since I started YouTube, that gave me another reason as to why it should cease to exist in my vocabulary. But that doesn't mean that it makes me not want to enjoy what I'm currently doing though. What's really funny is that I'm not one of those people who would want to pull an all-nighter during school nights because I'm such a good and responsible student. Yeah, I know, right after I was going on about how sleep doesn't exist in my vocabulary. It's just that I actually want to value my sleep due to the fact that school starts so freaking early, and I really didn't want to make my day even worse by going through the entire school day feeling half dead. Speaking of all-nighters and feeling half dead, do you want to know what absolutely sucks about traveling overseas? Jet lag. Okay, sometimes it isn't that bad to the point where it's ruining your entire vacation, but it is a sucky thing that you eventually have to get used to. One main event that really had an effect on my sleep was how my mom and I traveled to the Philippines about 3.5 years ago, and boy did that mess with my sleep for the next couple of weeks. Like this one time when it was New Year's Eve, my mom and I, along with some of her siblings, decided to go to the market to make a ton of food for New Year's. It was around 11 in the morning, and I started feeling super sleepy, like I mean super sleepy, to the point where my eyes would threaten to close on me at any moment while I was in the middle of walking or looking at fish. Since I also pulled an all-nighter the day before and didn't even get a second of sleep once we arrived at my uncle's place to stay over for a couple of weeks because, you know, jet lag. If it's nighttime in the Philippines, it's morning time in LA, and vice versa. And you want to know the very first thing I did once we got home? Yeah, I completely knocked out. And I didn't wake up until an hour before 2016 was officially coming to an end. So I basically became some nocturnal animal by quote-unquote power snoozing, aka being dead asleep, for more than 10 or so hours throughout the entire day. Even going through all 5 stages of sleep and all that. Trying to include stuff I remembered from psychology class. Surprising, right? So yeah, I woke up feeling hella confused at first as to why it was nighttime and not morning time, celebrated New Year's being as loud as ever, ate a ton of food with my relatives as always because that's how us Filipinos be like, and then went back to sleep soon after. Like, I actually can't even explain how tired and sleepy I was due to jet lag. I would be out spending some good quality time with my relatives and having fun, and then the next thing you know, I'd start to randomly feel like I've been sleep deprived for days, even though I tried sleeping at a reasonable time, when it's only like the middle of the afternoon. Yeah, it definitely was a struggle, but my body soon grew accustomed to the difference in time zones, which was great. But what wasn't so great was that I had to experience some more crappy jet lag yet again as soon as we came back from the Philippines. I knocked out about an hour after settling in our place when it was only around 9 in the morning, and then there would be times when it was 6 a.m. in the morning and I'd still be up playing Osu on my phone. So if you're a person that seems tormented by the need to stay awake at all times, just remember that you're not alone because I and many other people happen to go through the same exact thing. Hashtag insomniac gang. Yeah, I know that's a dumb thing to be proud of. But in all seriousness, try to get some sleep. Your body's gonna thank you a whole lot, and I know from experience.